Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. And become a member. There's lots of perks. Also, wraithx.eth domain name. So we'll start off with, I guess we'll start off with GrumpyCat real quick. So GrumpyCat just had like a 6-hour spaces. It quickly turned into what Ben.eth is flooring. So we kind of got out of there. It was really just going over all the legal stuff, just saying, oh, hey, just because the GrumpyCat token is based on Grumpy Cats does not mean any other IP owner has the right to do a cease and desist letter. That's like saying, oh, hey, you can't make Spaceballs because it's based on the characters of Star Wars. Again, very legal gray area. We do have a buddy of mine that is going and putting in about $10,000 in the morning. I don't believe that's going to really affect the price because there's a lot of, I think there's like $800,000 in volume, and again, $800,000 in volume on just like a under $8 million market cap is pretty good. I'm pretty excited for where this is going to go. So again, if there was only 200,000 in volume, or maybe 300, 10 grand at one time, we'd probably pump it a little bit. But with eight, or at that point, probably over $1 million in volume, 10 grand probably won't do much. So it is getting harder and harder to go and really manipulate it, which I really like. We are over 3,000 holders now, which is cool. Anyway, moving on. If you have a trust wallet, this is the GrumpyCat that you would need I'm showing it on the screen right now. That's the GrumpyCat that you would need in order to send it to trust wallet. Now, obviously, go and do a test amount first. You don't want to go and be like, oh yeah, send $10,000 of it right away. Just put in like $20 and then go from there. Anyway, moving on. OMI is looking not too bad on the day. OMI is actually up. It actually did hit 00063 at one point. It is just shy. Oh no, it is. It's 00063 right now. Up 2% on the day. Again, not a ton of volume. There's actually more volume on GrumpyCat than there is OMI. In a couple months, you're gonna be able to use OMI to buy Disney NFTs. I don't. GrumpyCat should not have more volume than OMI, but again, this is wild. GrumpyCat will be on more exchanges before OMI is, which again, wild. That's why I put 6 grand into it. I might put a little bit more in if the volume stays down or if the price stays down. On Friday, I'll keep you all posted. But for OMI, yeah, less than 600,000 in volume, so not a great day for volume, but again, that shows that not a lot of people are selling just because it is up 2%. Anyway, moving on here. My Collectibles posted an interesting video before talking about Luke. Is he the Grail killer? He's already passed the partner statue. He has passed the Riso. He's passed the Todd. He's passed the Harley Quinn that is... Oh, God, I forget who made that one. Stephen Pugh. Passed the Stephen Pugh Harley Quinn. Passed a bunch. And really the next Grail that he actually could pass is the Veve logo. And before I had seen my Collectibles video on Luke Secret Rare, that again, scarcity tends to trump a lot on this particular app right now. Somebody had asked, hey, Chavez, do you think the logo will outperform Secret Rare Spider-Man? I was like, Secret Rare Spider-Man was probably around 5,500, but then it showed me Secret Rare Spider-Man is like 4,800. I was like, what? And then 45, and then $3,900. I was like, no heckin' way. If I had any money at all, it would probably go into that Spider-Man right now. Again, not pumping the bag. Spider-Man, I don't have a Spider-Man, not a Secret Rare. That is stupid undervalued. Like, to get that under 4K is like y'all are taking crazy pills if y'all are selling Spider-Man that low. Like, there is no need. But yeah, potentially you could have all three of these be well within $1,000 of each other. Luke can definitely keep rising. That logo, I don't think has sold below 3K in quite a while. It's at 3,200. I don't know how Spider-Man is. That does not make sense to me at all. But again, I'm just a Chavez here. If I, give me 10 grand and I could just buy Veve NFTs, I might take 2 Spider-Man before anything else. That being said, both the Luke Secret Rare and the logo have 500 mints each. Now the Luke technically has like 519, but it really means 429 because Veve keeps 90. And the 500 of the logo is actually like 350, just because not a lot of people had purchased it, or not a lot of people had been handed that out. The ones that did, they had lost it or they didn't know what it was. They're like, whatever. So yeah, it's a really interesting development there. more on that in a bit. The Luke Ultra Rare had reached over 400 at one point. I think it's down right now to about 395, but it did reach that $400 mark. Pretty wild. And then the Rare was up to 113 before, as of the making of this video. Moving on, the boss man had texted me, and he's just like, I said, oh, hey, that Luke is up to, I think at the time, the Luke Ultra Rare, he was worried about buying it at 229. So I messaged him, and I was like, oh, hey, this Luke is almost $400. And he says, yo, that's crazy. I just bought a sub 100 ultra rare Luke. I was like, that's not what the point of the message was, but he went and did that. And then he also went and bought, he had that sub 100 R2D2. He had the R5D4 that he bought there. He bought the C3PO. He's only missing the Lola from that set. He bought a sub 100 Howard the Duck. He loves the sub 100s of them. We're going to talk tomorrow, and we're going to have a meeting on exactly what other stuff he should buy instead of Howard the Duck. But you know, to each their own. He got an Oscar the Grouch as well on the drop. Like I said, to each their own. Speaking of which, we do have Recur48 that said he has 10% of the Star-Lord mints. You heard that correct. He has 10% of all Star-Lord mints from the Marvel Mighties. 400 of them, and this was yesterday. He could possibly even have more today at $7. I was like, what? Speaking of $7, you have announcements for who's going to be playing who in the Fantastic Four. The big news of the day, Margot Robbie is going to be playing Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, and that she increased from like $4.35 to over $7, her first appearance of Sue Storm on Veve, on the blockchain. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess somebody really liked that news, because Margot Robbie's like one of the most beautiful women in the world. Anyway, I'm super excited about that movie. We've never had a good Fantastic Four movie, so we are going to have an amazing couple years for Marvel, the Marvel Mighties, and all that it entails. Again, super stoked. Speaking of movies, you had The Little Mermaid that had made $165 million this weekend. Now, it was a 4-day weekend, so I don't expect her to reach $1 billion in box office, but I would say like 600-700 million, probably a decent bet it can do that. And, you know, those posters that we got for it, those are super scarce. Mr. MC1, not Mr. MC1, Mr. 41.eth has all of the number 41s. That dude is a mad lad with great balls of fire. That's from a song, but it's also an Austin Powers reference, I think. Anyway, speaking of posters, we had the Star Wars posters today. That was a nice, I think in what, like 40 minutes, $119,490 was made on the drop. Within an hour, it had sold out. And again, posters don't typically do that well, but the one that I really like was the Revenge of the the Revenge of the Jedi poster, which was an error to begin with. Jedi do not get revenge. That one is super, super special. I bought one that I sold. I bought one for 40. I flipped it because, you know, if I had the money, I would have bought 10 of them, because like it's scarce, it's undervalued. Everyone loves that one. That's really valuable in real life. But I think now it's over $100. It's like, okay, well now, you know, if you want it for the long term, of course. Again, posters typically don't do well, but these ones did. Again, because it had that Chase one in it, so they obviously sold out. But this is really exciting. I feel like the bottom was in a while ago. Things are turning around again, except for that Secret Rare Spider-Man. I don't know how anyone's selling that for under $4,000. Like I said, crazy pills. I have moved up to the east side. No, I'm joking. Comment down below if you get that reference. I am level 47 over on the Veve app, so I'm super, super excited about that. I'm going to try to hit level 50 this year. Might not happen. I'll keep y'all posted. We have other top wallets. We have Veve Feed saying multiple top wallets on Veve are buying Cosmo. We have Thantos, who had just bought another one. This guy, again, are they buying it because Cosmo's their favorite character in the Guardians? Probably not. But are they buying it because they want the Rocket, and Rocket is really heckin' cool? Yeah, and again, I love Cosmo. I love Russians. I love dogs. That is like one of my favorite combinations of things, and Cosmo's super cute. $293. I'm not getting another one right now just because I whatever price this winds up finishing at, $350, $375, $400 even, it's possible. That's before the snapshot. The snapshot will be taken on Wednesday, on the 31st, and we will get it, I think, on the 7th, that rocket airdrop, but we only have a couple days for that. Whatever it finishes at, it's probably going to be cut in half after that snapshot. When the snapshot is taken, I know it says the 31st, do not sell yours until after that snapshot is taken. Like, do not sell on the 31st. I wouldn't even sell on the 1st. I would wait until the 2nd, because God forbid you sell it before, you sell a Cosmo before the snapshot's done, you sell it and you don't get a rocket. It would be the big sad. Anyway, speaking of interesting things, we have somebody post on the Facebook saying, something I've dreamed about owning since the drop happened 2.5 years ago, the number 1536 Pizza Planet truck. And at first glance, you're like, wait, 1536? What special mint is that? Is that like a year? Is that a rent? Well, the original movie was rendered at a resolution of 1536 by 922. And I know people are saying, okay, that's a really weird one. No one's going to get that reference. But Pixar being Pixar, they made the license plate on the truck RES for resolution 1536. So you can go and check that out on the on the Pixar documentary, on that Toy Story thing. But yeah, that's the actual license plate. So they say Veve Digital Collectibles kept the license plate on the model clean, so I figured I would have a gem of a mint number, and now that I have it, I am floored, making this one of my top 3 favorites in my entire 400-piece collection. Side note, this person did pay over 1,000 gems for the first truck, so for buying this for 115 didn't seem too hard to do. I promised my friend JLo I'd make a video on doing how I would grade collectibles. I will do that at some point this week. Give me a couple days on that. Anyway, we have Peter Fawn saying, just pulled the trigger and got this guy, saying the secret rare is now in his sight. So Peter Fawn had just purchased a rare Miles Morales. I guess he has the ultra rare. He bought the rare for 500, and he could buy an ultra rare now if he wanted, because in that photo he has like 4,300 gems. So he's going to save up another 8,000 gems to try to get that secret rare. Hopefully he can. Hopefully it doesn't pump up to 20k before he gets there, because in Veve, anything is possible. Oh, and shout out to Clever Jerk, who has the number 123 and number 1,234 partner statue. This dude, this beautiful piece of man, got the. You notice Clever Jerk was selling a couple of his things over the app over the last couple days. It was for these. This is one of the smartest men in the app that we have. I just wanted to shout out to him for that. Anyway, guys, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone thank a veteran, on the Memorial Days. I know it's not for veterans, it's for the ones that didn't come back, but thank them anyway. I would say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.